Hey, hey, hey. Oh my goodness. It is your girl, Natasha Paris, the empowerment strategist, your resident therapist. And I am so excited to come before you for yet another season 3. Well, in this season, we are bringing more and more of what you like. We had an amazing season 2 with an average of about 50 to 60 downloads a week. And I am super excited because I am predicting that we are going to have close to about 100 and 150 downloads a week and moving in to 2 to 3, 4, almost 1,000 downloads a week. I am claiming it. Because I have something to share. So within this season 3, I'm super excited because we are going to be offering we're going to be bringing back the affirmations series where you are able to speak life into the things that you want for your life, and you're able to breathe deeply. So we're bringing back the affirmation series. In addition to that, we're going to bring back those topics that really support your growth. We're going to give you solutions to possible concerns that you may have. Look, I am not here to change the world, but I am here to really change the world. Okay, come on now. And so with that said, we are excited, and we're going to also be bringing some interviews. We are bringing some interviews to this platform, talking to people who you might want to know about, right? Yes, and who have something to also say. And as we have said before, I want you to do 3 things. I want you to hit that 5-star button on your favorite platform. In addition to that, I want you to share. And of course, I want you to comment. I want to hear from you. Season 3 is going to be amazing. So I want to hear from you. And so with that said, my friends, let's get right into it. Welcome to season 3. Let's go. Hello, and welcome back to the Empower You 2 podcast. I am your host, Natasha Paris St. Amand, and I am super excited. Did I just tell you my last name? Normally, I don't even say it, but I said it today, and I am always delighted because this is the place where you can turn your reflection into growth and lessons into action. Okay. And so as your resident therapist and your empowerment strategist, I am here to journey with you into episode 178, season 3. Come on now. Oh, yes, we are doing it here at the Empower You 2 podcast. And so today I am excited to bring to you this specific topic that is really essential. Right? Because oftentimes we do things and we expect, of course, great things to happen as a result. And so let me give you exactly what our title for today is. Our title for today is choose where you are valued. Choose where you are valued, my friends. When I say choose where you are valued, what I mean is that we've all been in spaces, relationships, jobs, friendships, and even families. Yes, even families. When our presence felt like a burden rather than a blessing. Where no matter what you did, you could be doing splits, acrobatic stunts, and it didn't matter. You were overlooked, you were undervalued, or unappreciated. How many of us can say that we've been in those rooms, in those spaces where we felt like, are we here? Do they see us? Do they hear us? Are we respected? Really think about that. Have you ever felt that was the case for you? But let me tell you, my friends, the truth is you deserve to be in rooms that recognize your worth, not just tolerate your presence. You deserve all that God has in store for you. And yes, you deserve a seat at the table, not to only be tolerated. So let's get into episode 178 because I'm going to talk more about this because too often we feel undeserved. We feel not worthy because of things that have happened, places that we've been in, relationships that we've entertained, families that said and did all the wrong things, and we internalized it. But my friends, you know, here at the Empower You 2 podcast, we are here to provide you with the coping mechanisms because, of course, as a licensed therapist, I'm here to provide you with what you need in order for you to what? Succeed emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So come on with me and journey with me. Let's talk about it. Okay, the first thing is first, you have to be aware because you can't choose differently until you recognize what's happening, my friends. You have to recognize where you are in your situation. Being undervalued doesn't always look like disrespect. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it is, he didn't open up the door for you. He didn't wash the dishes after you stood tirelessly cooking over that stove, and he just sat back and just looked at you and said, that food was good, and kicked his feet up, expecting you to clean and wash the dishes. Yes, it could be as subtle as that, or actually working at a job and being passed over for an opportunity that you know that you deserved. You've worked hard. You've spent those long hours completing tasks, even when it wasn't asked to do so, or your ideas were being ignored. You had great ideas, and then someone else had even less than an idea, and they said, "Great job, Susie." Come on now. We know what we're talking about, right? Repeatedly, over and over, you're ignored, or being treated like you're too much for simply showing up as your full self. Girl, you're doing too much. You always look good. In this office, we dress down. Yeah, I've been told that too, time and time again. Not being treated authentically for who you were and giving you your flowers now rather than when you left. And as a result, my friends, guess what happens? You start to shrink to fit in the spaces that were never designed to hold your greatness. Oh my goodness. Let's drop the mic on that one. You start to shrink to fit those spaces that never were designed to hold your greatness. Oh, I could tell you a story. I was in a relationship a couple of years ago, and it was a situational ship. This person was well known, and he knew what to say and how to say it. And let me tell you, my big personality intimidated him. My big personality was always, you don't have to say that much. You know what? Let me do all the talking. You don't have to say anything. Just smile. Yes, I was that girl, and I just couldn't, really, it hurt on the inside, but I chose not to say anything. I just smiled. And let me say to you, it was hard for me to stop talking and being bold and loud, but I ended up doing it to appease what I thought was a good situational ship, quote unquote. Yes, my friends. And so when I say that oftentimes when those things happen to you, you unconsciously and sometimes consciously try to fit into that mode of what they want you to be. Or you don't want to stir the waters and be told you're doing too much. So what happens? You start asking yourself, maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I am doing too much. Really, it's me. It's not them. With that being said, my friends, I want you to know you are not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong people. You are in the wrong spaces. You are in the wrong spaces. You are entertaining people who do not know your value. They don't recognize the greatness that stands before them. And my friends, it is important for you to know that you are great, because you can't ask anyone to treat you better than you would treat yourself. You have to believe that you are worthy. You have to believe that you deserve all that is designed for you. And so, how do you really get out of that space? You need to begin to value yourself. Because, my friends, there's a quiet cost to staying where you are not valued. And that cost is your peace. It's your confidence. It's your growth. It's your self-respect. These things are priceless, but it costs you to stay in a place where you are not valued. When you keep trying to prove your worth to people who refuse to see it. My friends, how many of us have been in relationships and that person did not value you? They did not see you as worthy, and you often have to continuously, my friends, talk about what your value is verbally. You have to keep saying it, and they still don't get it. They still don't see the value of the person that stands before them. Or that job where you are consistently being passed over for promotions and you are writing letters, you're sending emails, you're getting references. You are saying, look, hey, look at me, I'm right here. And they just glance over you. So I want you to remember and never forget this. And I'll tell you again and again and again, once you start believing you are less than you are, it takes time to rebuild. If you are constantly having to prove yourself to people who don't see you, you are invisible to them, you will consistently have to rebuild yourself. You will consistently have to fight the battle of, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? So I want you to ask yourself, does the environment that I'm in right now, does it help me grow, or does it multiply me, or does it subtract and divide me, my friends? The second question is, do I feel appreciated or tolerated? There's a difference, appreciated or tolerated. Do you feel like you are valued, or do you feel like you're just there? The third question I want you to ask yourself is, am I being seen for who I truly am or who they want me to be? If you can answer these questions honestly, you'll know when it's time to move on. Because, my friends, it is a choice to be in a place where you are undervalued, disrespected, unappreciated, versus being appreciated, valued, and loved authentically for who you are. It's a choice if you stay. So I want you to choose different. Here are some tips for choosing differently and making a conscious decision to be where you are valued. And my friends, choosing where you are valued doesn't mean arrogance. It means alignment. It means purposeful. So when you decide, first thing, to walk away from places that minimize you, you make room for spaces that celebrate you. Let me tell you, I had made a decision personally. I was in that situational ship that I told you about earlier in the episode for 2.5 years. Yes. And when I made a conscious decision to stop that kind of behavior, making myself small to fit someone else's insecurities or personality, however you want to call it, when I made that decision that I no longer was going to be in that place, I literally walked away. I blocked that person from all of my social media. I blocked that person from calling me, texting me. I did what I needed to do in order for me to walk away from that situation, because I knew that God had something so much bigger in store for me, someone that would value me and love me. And when I tell you, He is right here. He is right here. He is in my presence as I do this podcast, as I speak to this mic, and we've been going strong for the past 2 years. I made a decision that I was going to let go of something that was not for me in order to make room for something that was for me. So the first step is you must decide to walk away. You must be able to walk away and make room for the spaces that celebrate you. Stop begging people to be in your presence. Stop begging for seats at the table and start building your own table. Come on now, my friends. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to first walk away. Second, make a conscious decision not to go back. Do not go back. Because if you go back, you are going to have to start all over, and you're stepping on not the person, but yourself. Right? And so I want you to not go back. Third is I want you to stand 10 toes down, knowing that this decision is the best decision that you would have made because something great is coming down the pipe. Because you deserve to be surrounded by people who clap when you win, who speak your name in rooms when you're not in, who will remind you of your power when you forget. Yes, you need your hype people around you at all times. And it's not being bodacious, it is not being boastful. It is saying, I earned this spot. I earned it. Okay. And so before we close, my friends, I want to leave you with a few affirmations. If you've been paying attention and attending to our other episodes, like the episode right before this one, 177, when we were talking about I will not hurt anymore. Affirmations. We have our affirmation series at the beginning of every week. And so for this particular episode, I want you to repeat these words with me. First, I will no longer beg for recognition. I will no longer beg for recognition. 2, I choose environments that honor my growth. I choose environments that honor me. 3rd, I release the need to prove my worth to anyone. I release the need to prove my worth to anyone. Last, I am enough as I am, and I deserve to be valued. Come on now, my friends. I'm going to repeat that one again. I am enough as I am, and I deserve to be valued. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. My friends, I want you to know that you are valued. You choose where you are valued because it is a decision. It is something that you have to do if you want more. My friends, if this episode resonated with you and for you, I want you to share this with someone who you think can truly benefit. Even if you don't think they could benefit, you never know. And so with that all said, I always want you to understand that you don't have to shrink to fit into someone else's box. Girl, create your own box. Come on now. And if you're a male listening, man, create your own box. Create it, man, woman. Because let me say this. One of the last things I will leave you with is that when you are valued, it creates a level of strength. And what it does is it empowers you to be your greatest self. I want you to always know that taking care of yourself is a sign of self-love. Making a conscious decision not to be in those spaces and places where people don't value you is powerful. It is truly powerful. So today, my friends, I want you to play this on repeat. If you are dealing with being in those spaces and making yourself small in order to fit someone else's idea of who they think you are. If this topic, this episode resonated with you, I want you to hit those 5 stars on your favorite platform. And I want you to know that, oh, here we go. Be empowered for greatness, because without greatness, there's no you. And without you, there's absolutely no greatness. Thank you, my friends. See you in the next episode. Bye.